Hey guys, so I've done a few little changes to my quad. I've put lower kV motors on. These are 1400 kV multi-star elites, but they're 45 grams each. Makes them very, very heavy. That's a bit of a wounder, but I have an answer to it, and the answer is I have some Brother Hobby. I think they're 2206s, and they are 26 grams each. And they are in the bag behind me, so they will be going on today. I've gone up because it's the quickest and easiest upgrade I can do, of course, is to go up. Is that focusing? Is to go up capacity and voltage. So I've gone up to 4S batteries, and I did a hover test in here where there's no wind or anything else, and I got just over 17 minutes, which is not bad at all. And out there they seem to work okay. A little bit worrying that as soon as you get below 14 volts on these, they sort of drop off, like off the edge of a cliff on voltage. Off the edge of a cliff. So something to watch out for, and something I have to keep in mind while flying with them. I have 3 of them, but I'm not going to say that it's a negative thing, because I just need to be aware of it. Now the video I'm about to put up today, I did over 2 kilometers with. We got over 2 kilometers and, or well, 2 kilometers, but I could have gone further, as you'll see in the video, but I didn't. 1 for battery, 2 because that's the furthest I've been out before, so I was absolutely bricking it. And I'm just trying out this setup. So I've gone from my, what I loved, a Hawkeye little pilot. So I've gone from the Hawkeye little pilot, the 5-inch screen, and I absolutely love this. And I'll tell you for why, because the sensitivity on this is brilliant. It outdoes that, which is the ion wave diversity for sensitivity. It outdoes this quantum for sensitivity. And I've done this in the outdoors, I've done it in built-up area, inside my building, going between like 3 different walls downstairs and out the back. Where I lose signal completely on both of those, I still have it with this. So I'm going to say this one wins on sensitivity. The only thing that will make this any better is if it had 2 receivers and slightly bigger screen. Ba-bam! And there we have it. That is the big brother. Sharp vision, 7-inch diversity, and it works really great. The first day I've taken it out was today, and I absolutely love it. Having that bigger image gives me a lot more confidence while I'm out there. I can see a lot more. Well, okay, I can't see a lot more, but what I can see is bigger. Yeah, so it gives me a lot more confidence. And now we're going to go to the antenna that I was using today. So I had 2 antennas on there, of course, it's diversity. On this side I had the regular Pagoda 2, and I had this. This is made by the same guys that make the Pagoda, or the same fella and his friend collaborated making the Pagoda, and I think it's a good little antenna. Like I say, 2 kilometers today, I hadn't lost signal at all, and I could have gone further, but I got to be careful about batteries. I got to be careful about I mean, I knew I had the wind on my side, only a little tiny breeze, but it was still on my side, but I still got to be careful about battery. I think this is great. I think if you bought one of these, see, it doesn't seem to matter. I'm using this little fella, right? This is, I can't remember what dBi it is, 1.6 or 1.7 dBi. I could be wrong. Please try not to hate too much if I am. But I could be wrong. But it's a little VAS ion. And that's what I use as my transmission antenna. I'm going to get some other antennas in, some little diddy things, and see what they're like as well. Because in all reality, for doing heights and stuff, antennas should be on the bottom. But this is what I use today. Is ion. Now you might be wondering what that piece of plastic's for. That's to isolate it. It's also got heat shrink around the bit that will go between the plate and then goes onto the socket underneath from the VTX. So it's completely isolated because this is conductive, because it's carbon fibre. Great little frame though, only cost £10. Brilliant. eBay jobby. Carbon fibre, and it's real carbon fibre as well, not dodgy layers. So that's the antenna we're using. So I'm going to stick the flight video up and let you have a look. I might actually run side by side as well, the pagoda one, with just the regular pagoda that I had on this, and it was recording through this. Yeah, I will. I'll do them side by side so you can have a look at two of them. Okay, enjoy the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. We're going to do a review on all this stuff because I've been playing around with a lot of it. This, not just for now, but I'll tell you now, it's great. All right, you find yourself lucky enough to get your hands on one of these things, get it. Absolutely get it. It's great. It's like this, which is fantastic, but bigger, and two antennas, two completely independent receivers. Brilliant. Okay guys, so I figured I'd better just tell you what's going on here. So I've set them both to 500 milliwatts. Now this VTX I have on here will go up to 800 milliamps, but I've never actually used it 800 before, so I generally use 200s, 25 if I'm in that little area where I fly low around the trees. But this time 500 milliwatts, because I know I'm going to go a bit further out. I also need to say that on the right hand side, the right hand video, the reason why it looks a bit fuzzy, unfocused, is because it is not in the right mode. Really, it should be on like the one that is on the left hand side, on cloudy, because it's a cloudy day. The right hand side has been left in, I think it's actually the riot mode, which should normally be for a sunny day. Okay, for freestyly stuff, but it should be for a cloudy day, so it doesn't look so great, but it's not the primary video. The one on the left is. Now the one on the left is recorded in the DVR that is built into the Hawkeye 7-inch screen. So I think, personally, I think the picture looks pretty good. It certainly looks good compared to what I've been used to. I'll rephrase that. It looks bigger, and just like anything else, when you've got a bigger picture, you know, you can see things better, easier, clearer. So that's one of the bonuses about that particular screen, that 7-inch screen that I've just shown you. Is that it's got a built-in DVR, and that also means that I don't have to have the extra kit with me when I go out, because to be honest with you, I started to feel like I needed some sort of hat with a propeller on top. Alright. With the one screen with the DVR antennas, with the one screen with the diversity, the dual antenna system, and the DVR built in, I don't feel so much of I want, for better words, honestly, I'm not very well educated, so I'll say dork. Alright, and that's not saying anybody else that goes out there will look or feel that way. That's just me. That's how I think of myself, like that. So anyway, as you can see on the video to the right, we're at sort of like twice the height as what we are on the video to the left. And it's not really doing it as much justice as what I'd hoped, but I thought it was not bad actually, because this is with the pagoda. Now I just hit return to home on the video to the right, not because I couldn't see, I just thought I would. Just, you know, it's there so I can relax for a second and maybe just put a cigarette out of my pocket or something. But so there we go, we're on our way home. On the one on the right, and on the left, all I've got to do on the left now to get rid of that fuzzy is just gain a few meters in altitude, which I just did. Although I just went up about like 10-15 meters, and at the same time just keep persevering forward, just gently with it. The wind's against me, so as you can see my airspeed is 41 kilometers, 43 kilometers an hour. And I'm over 2 kilometers now, and I'm just bringing this around for myself, and that's the confidence again, because I can see where I am right at the top of the picture there, that little tiny white. Well, I know where it is, so I suppose it's easy for me to see. But if you look at the picture on the right, look, and then look at the picture on the left, you can sort of see by looking at the ground, the landscape, where it is we're going back to. So I think all in all, with this little VAS, Video Aerial Systems ION, that works pretty well. But like I understand now, it's not all about the transmitting antenna. I mean, if you look inside your Hubsons, for you guys with Hubsons, you've already got a dipole in there for transmitting. But so many people have asked me, oh, if I put this antenna on, will it help me? And I'm going to tell you now, it's not really about your transmission antenna. I mean, you don't want something on there that doesn't work properly. You want one on there that works properly. But from a dipole to this little video aerial systems, it's your receive antenna. The receiver and the receive antenna. It's all about how you're going to pick up that transmission. And you've got to be able to hear it. So the little the triple feed patch, I think, is quite good because it's quite wide as well. I'll put the information in the description if I remember. If I don't, somebody tell me. But it's quite wide on its beam, unlike some of the other ones. Now, I think that this antenna has worked better than the XDA antenna that I did before with the Hubson. I don't know what the output power is on the Hubson. I can only presume it's 500-600 milliwatts. Okay, so we're probably using about the same sort of output power. But this one has definitely got further. This one has definitely got further. But also at the same time, I'm using the Hubson receiver on when I did the XDA antenna. And so I couldn't tell you whether it's anything down to the sensitivity of that receiver. Because I tell you what, I've looked at lots of receivers. A lot of them make great claims for high sensitivity. In actual fact, if you went against the spec on the Quantum and the spec on the IONWay against my Hawkeye, the Hawkeye doesn't do as well. It doesn't do as well. It's not got as high sensitivity. But it actually performs the best. So, there you go. But anyway, cheers for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.